When we create walls here in this app like Ryan, similar to Revit or AutoCAD MEP or AutoCAD Architecture, we just simply put the openings like that, and that's going to automatically connect and align. So even in ArchiCAD you can do this as well inside SketchUp without going to other software. So because that's kind of hard to do, look, if I'm going to make like walls, it's not automatically in 3D, right? You have to go and push pull again, you have to click on pull, you have to extrude everything, and then afterwards you have to make a hole and then try to push and pull. For example, if I would like to make this opening using Curic Stretch, I could just click it this way and then it transfers over here. So I'm trying to think of a new workflow, which is something like, what if I just use single lines instead of double lines like this? It's just a simple line diagram. For example, I put the carport over here. I would like to offset my setbacks or walls. And then instead of going like double lines or doing like this, I could just use the 1001 bit. I would treat all of the single lines as walls. I would try and establish some openings and then just press the up arrow using Curic Rotate. I actually place a shortcut like Shift 4. So I have my walls, right? They're already in 3D. The problem is I couldn't see my openings. So with Curic Studio I actually just select my doors. I made my shortcut for that, and then I already have my openings. For example, I would like to change the door over here and then flip it this way, but do the same process again, and then select my doors again, press that Curic, and I have it there. I just select the door example, I flip it over here and go over here and do the same command again. See? Even if I put the door a bit higher, it's still going to generate the same command as long as the walls are treated as a single solid tool. Well, the nice thing with that Mat wall workflow is that it automatically connects. I want to connect it to that wall. It's already one solid group. But if I still use the same Mat wall extension, I think, and it should, connect. There. Now it's treated as a union or a solid tool. Solid tool, subtract. There. I'll show you how people use SketchUp. Take measure. Line. Offset. Of course, it sounds mocking, but we all started there. I'm just saying, with plugins or with extensions or with a better workflow, you could easily skip the tedious process, because people keep comparing it, saying that SketchUp is not BIM or Building Information Modeling. But right here, I'm trying it out. And if you notice, when I scale the door, it actually does not compress. An example, you have an AutoCAD file here, right? And you have a floor plan, just for example. And you have some openings here. You just select all the lines you want to extrude and then pull it upward until it hits the blue line. There, right? So that's when we use make face becomes solid. Software is updated, but it should work. If the developer chooses to make it paid, then that's the time it does not become free. But this one, this is paid. My niche is SketchUp, but of course, I started with, and then we try going back here. Because you have to imagine first the movement or the circulation. And the best way to see that in plan view is also to look at the vertical circulation in 3D view. Okay? Can I even make it multi-mode? I can get the area of the walls for estimation, I can get the area, and I can get the sum of all the areas. That is summation symbol. This is the wall. You also have commands such as door. Actually, this is what AutoCAD had before Revit. It's called AutoCAD Architecture. So if you want to use this workflow, it's up to you, but in the end, you're still going to transfer it to SketchUp for revision or for rendering. That does not define you as an architect in the future, because it's actually you. These are just tools. So an example of BIM would be 5D Plus here. I separated the ledges and the cladding. Why? Because I don't really need to see this when pre-planning for space planning, but I have to see this during my building information modeling, because these are being built the same time as the walls. By having a BIM model, you're able to produce plans, rendering. I also have tags here. I did not type these all one by one. It's information modeling means while you are modeling or placing like blocks or components, you're adding information. So you can put the size, let's say 70 by 40 centimeters. You can put the brand, you can say American Standard, HCG, or you can even put the price, let's say 7,500 to 12,000 pesos. That's basically it. So actually, just by using the BIM software like Revit doesn't mean you're actually BIM modeling. Because if you're not adding information, then there's no use. It's just the tool that you're using. The nice thing with software like Revit is you can actually easily make callouts and schedules. So if I would go back to Ryan, they actually made stuff like that. I click and select similar types. All of my walls will be counted, and I can actually add information to them. But since we're on the topic now of SketchUp, I would like to focus here first. This is why many marketing agents get a lot of money while the architects and the engineers suffer with low budget. Because when they give the TCP or the total contract price, they just base it on the square meter. They say this is bare, this is luxury, this is finished. But what if my comfort room is bare, my living room is luxury, and my bedroom is... So, see, we all have different computations, but that's for another topic. Anyways, that's the use of BIM modeling, so that I can easily get the volume of concrete used for the walls. I can see which areas are really bare. I can present to the client like this. And don't really worry about like these lines. The problem with modeling with these lines is that when you render, they don't actually become seen. See? That's why sometimes when you model to render, you dinadaya. You just model out of aesthetic. That's why if you consider yourself as a BIM technologist or a BIM modeler, then you have to look beyond only what's written in the architectural. You have to consult your engineers. You have to look at the systems, the structural, your fire, your safety. Well, most of the time, if you would go to hotels, restaurants, and malls, they should be here on the left side. Actually, that's not my concern. If you're right-handed or left-handed, my concern is I have an angle valve here that connects with my water pipes inside of the building. And what's the use of building information modeling? You are only using SketchUp to render, which everyone can easily do. But in order for you to make our SketchUp model work for our layout, you need to add the right information. Now, other people, they put their columns like this, and then they put their secondary column here, and they forget that there's a beam passing beneath it. And then you go down to the first floor, and then you see, oh, it's my kitchen. And then you would see one big P-trap or one big pipe, and then you would hear something flushing. For those asking again for the software, this is Ryan and SketchUp. Actually, I'm just using SketchUp here. I'm using SketchUp for everything. I mentioned earlier, they would do something like this. And then those who know the shortcut, they would use the 𝗍𝗶𝗶𝗽𝗶𝗽 push line and then make it enclose by using make face. Start the planning stage here already. Just use single line. Like I mentioned earlier, if you want something like this, this is part of the tutorial library anyways. And then I use Alt Q. What I'm trying to say is I want my workflow to be like just looking at top view. I also have my 3D for years. I have it there. Then, but you don't need to spend much. You can actually do this with double cut extension, just for example. Can make my second floor as well. Now the problem is many people model first floor to be 3 meters and then they would just put second floor as 3 meters. But actually in real life, you would have to consider the thickness of the slab, 0.2. But this time I would just put it 0.4, so it will also encompass or cover the beams. That's your 3 meters. If you have a section, you will see that your beams should be located along this line according to your structural engineer's consultation. It's up to you. But for me, I would like, as early as my floor planning, I would like to do a conceptualization, meaning to say I would do an initial layout so that I can see which affects my walls. Example, if you would tile this area, you have to go cerrujo and canto, and your pipes will be affected, your tiles will be affected. That's why as early as this, sometimes I make my comfort room walls. I don't center all of them. Sometimes I flush them. So that's really what differentiates your just SketchUp modeling for rendering and then building information modeling. You'll say, actually, your columns can span even until here. I would be like, yes, but look at that. It's going through the middle of the space. He would say, how about this one, Archie? And then I would be like, oh, okay, that will actually be better. But since this span is smaller, we can make the columns also smaller. We made that from scratch, right? Anyways, I didn't really plan on talking this long. I just wanted to show you a simple workflow or workaround. And then to make your model light, just add the fixtures. Fixtures, whatever is built in that you expect during turnover. If you see, my furniture is not all. Another model just for rendering, because in rendering it's more of like client approval, visualization, portfolio. But what I actually need from my apprentices are the building information. So I would see how much goes into excavation, into site works, how much would go into the retaining wall, fence, and I would arrange that by layer. And then when I declare the building, I would just say like how much goes into the actual building, structural, electrical, plumbing, finishing, and then interior fit outs. It's not the software that makes you a building information modeler. It's your expertise. And in order to do that, go to the site, ask your electrician what he's doing, go to the hardware, purchase. Don't just stay in the office. Okay, so SketchUp is the software. I think I have to go now. And if you learned something, just... Okay, bye-bye.